Section 82. Vaisampayana said, hearing the peaceful words of the king, that were fraught with both virtue and profit, King Drupada's daughter, Krishna, of long black tresses, afflicted with great grief, applauding Sahadeva and that mighty war-warrior Satyaki, addressed Madhava, seated by his side, and beholding Bhimasena declare for peace, that intelligent lady, overwhelmed with awe and with eyes bathed in tears, said, O slayer of Madhu, it is known to thee, O thou of mighty arms, by what deceitful means, O righteous one, the son of Dhritarashtra, with his counselors robbed the Pandavas, O Janardana, of their happiness. Thou knowest also, O thou of the Sarkhas race, what message was privately delivered to Sanjaya by the king. Thou hast also heard all that was said unto Sanjaya. O thou of great effulgence, these words were even these: let only 5 villages be granted to us, Visavithala and Rikasthala and Makundi and Varanavata, and for the 5th any other, O thou of mighty arms. O Keshava, even this was the message that was to have been delivered to Duryodhana and his counselors. But O Krishna, O thou of the Sarkhas race, hearing these words of Yudhishthira, endued with modesty and anxious for peace, Suyodhana hath not acted according to them. If, O Krishna, Suyodhana desireth to make peace without surrendering the kingdom, there is no necessity of going thither for making such a peace. The Pandavas with the Srinjayas, O thou of mighty arms, are quite able to withstand the fierce Dhritarashtra host, inflamed with rage. When they are no longer amenable on the hearts of conciliation, it is not proper, O slayer of Madhu, that thou shouldest show them mercy. Those enemies, O Krishna, with whom peace cannot be established by either conciliation or presents, should be treated with severity by one desirous of saving his life. Therefore, O mighty armed Achyuta, heavy should be punished that deserves to be speedily inflicted upon them by thyself, aided by the Pandavas and the Srinjayas. Indeed, even thus would become the son of Pritha, and had to thy glory, and if accomplished, will, O Krishna, be a source of great happiness to the whole Kshatriya race. He that is covetous, whether belonging to Kshatriya or any other order, save of course a Brahmana, even if most sinful, ought surely to be slain by a Kshatriya, who is true to the duties of his own order. The exception in the case of a Brahmana, O sire, is due to Brahmanas being the preceptor of all the other orders, as also the first sharer of everything. Persons conversant with the scriptures declare, O Janardana, that sin is incurred in slaying one that deserveth not to be slain. So there is equal sin in not slaying one that deserveth to be slain. Act thou, therefore, O Krishna, in such a way with the forces of the Pandavas and the Srinjayas, that sin may not touch thee. From excess of confidence in thee, O Janardana, I will repeat what hath been said again and again. Whatever woman, O Keshava, is there on earth like me? I am the daughter of King Drupada, risen from the sacrificial altar. I am the sister of Drishtadyumna, thy dear friend, O Krishna. I have by marriage become the lady of Ajamida's race, the daughter-in-law of illustrious Pandu. I am the queen of Pandu's sons, who resemble 5 Indras in splendor. I have by these 5 heroes 5 sons that are all mighty war-warriors, and that are morally bound to thee, O Krishna, as Abhimanyu himself. Being such, O Krishna, I was seized by the hair, dragged into the assembly, and insulted in the very sight of the sons of Pandu, and in thy lifetime. O Keshava, the sons of Pandu, the Panchalas and the Rishnis, being all alive, exposed to the gaze of the assembly, I was treated as a slave by those sinful wretches. And when the Pandavas, beholding it all, sat silent without giving way to wrath, in my heart I called upon thee, O Govinda, saying, Save me, O save me. Then the illustrious King Dhritarashtra, my father-in-law, said unto me, Ask thou any boon, O princess of Panchala, thou deservest boons and even honor at my hands. Thus addressed I said, Let the Pandavas be free men, with their cars and weapons. Upon this the Pandavas, O Keshava, were freed, but only to be exiled into the woods. O Janardana, thou knowest all these sorrows of mine. Rescue me, O lot aside one, with my husbands, kinsmen and relatives from that grief. Morally, O Krishna, I am the daughter-in-law of both Bhishma and Dhritarashtra. Though such, I was yet forcibly made a slave. Fie to Partha's bowmanship. Oh, fie to Bhimasena's might. Since Duryodhana, O King Krishna, liveth for even a moment, if I deserve any favor at thy hands, if thou hast any compassion for me, let thy wrath, O Krishna, be directed towards the sons of Dhritarashtra. Vaisampayana continued. Having said this, the beautiful Krishna of eyes, that were black in hue and large like lotus-eyed leaves, bathed in tears, and walking like a cow elephant, approached the lotus-eyed Krishna, and taking with her left hand over her own beautiful tresses of curly hens, deep blue in woe, and scented with every perfume, endued with every auspicious mark, and though gathered into a braid, yet soft and glossy like a mighty snake, spake these words: Lotus-eyed one, that art anxious for peace with the enemy, thou shouldst in all thy acts call to thy mind these tresses of mine, seized by the Sasana's rude hands. If Bhima and Arjuna, O Krishna, have become so low as to long for peace, my aged father then with his warlike sons will avenge for me in battle. My 5 sons also that are endued with great energy, with Abhimanyu, O slayer of Madhu, at their head will fight with the Kauravas. What peace can this heart of mine know unless I behold Dusasana's dark arms served from his trunk and pulverized to atoms? 13 long years have I passed in expectation of better times, hiding in my heart my wrath like a smouldering fire, and now pierced by Bhima's wordy darts, that heart of mine is about to break. For the mighty armed Bhima now casteth his eye on morality. Uttering these words with voice choked in tears, the large-eyed Krishna began to weep aloud. With convulsive sobs and tears gushed down her cheeks, and that lady with hips full and round began to drench her close and deep bosom by the tears, she said, which were hot as a liquid fire. The mighty armed Keshava then spoke, comforting her in these words: Soon wilt thou, O Krishna, behold the ladies of Bharata's race weep as thou dost. Even they, O timid one, will weep like thee, their kinsmen and friends being slain. They with whom, O lady, thou hungry, have their kinsmen and warriors already slain, with Bhima and Arjuna and the twins at Yudhishthira's command, and agreeably to fate and what hath been ordained by the ordainer, I will accomplish all this. There, however, having arrived the sons of Dhritarashtra, if they do not listen to my words, will surely lie down on the earth, turned as morsels of dogs and jackals. The mountains of Himavat might shift their site, the earth herself might split into 100 fragments, the firmament itself with its pyramids of stars might fall down, still my words can never be futile. Stop thy tears, I swear to thee, O Krishna. Soon wilt thou see thy husbands with their enemies slain, and with prosperity crowning them. Thus endeth section 82 in the Bhagavat Yana Parva of the Udyoga Parva.